Can you do G boom ba and remove all the
I
problems from
wish.
people's life?
I would remove problems from my own life if that was so simple.
How many years of tapasya you have in this video?
Yeah, yeah.
These
Please.
come under witchy stuff. So for someone who listens to this, it might sound negative. I don't believe it is negative at all. But yeah,
So
It's
it
a
kind
little
of
racist, but okay, let's continue. Yeah. But my willpower
I
is so strong. It is fighting against it. I don't
no
think
no my
so. This
reading
would be
came
one
wrong
of.
for myself. So
Hello and welcome to Virtually Unfiltered. ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಆಸ್ತಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಜಾಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಜಗಳನ ವೈರಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಜಗಳನ ಏನೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಈ ದಿನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಶ್ರೀ 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 ಕಾವೇರಿ ಆನಂದ ಮಾತೆ ಮಾತೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆನ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಅ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Can you do G boom ba and remove all the
I
problems from
wish.
people's life?
I would remove problems from my own life if that was so simple.
Yes. Sorry for the most dramatic. No, I think by now you know I'm the least
Expected,
dramatic. So
yes.
once in a while I do this. So sorry for this. Today we are talking about something very special. Our Kaveri is the expert chief engineer on this subject. So we are actually talking about something called as tarot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So before we start, so what is tarot? Tarot, is it something like future telling? You will read our hands and tell what exactly our future will be like, or what exactly is tarot? And how did you get into this? How many years of tapasya you have in this video?
Yeah, yeah.
Please.
Uh, first is tarot means so there are a bunch of cards. Okay, it was designed long back, years and all. I don't know, some history is there, but those cards were previously used for playing games. And those cards itself later on people started using for fortune telling as well as guidance. I believe they
Okay.
kind of are a big mix of both. It's not like, okay, I tell so and so will happen in so and so day doesn't mean it will happen. It basically means based on whatever actions you have done so many years or so many days, you will get the outcome according to so many days. Tomorrow you change your actions, it will not come true. So that's why people will be like, hey, is it real? Is it not? It's not always real because it changes based on your actions. You are in control. You are the person with free will. It's not the tarot reader who has control to say what is going to happen to you in your life.
Okay. Okay.
So if you, this is a basic explanation of what a tarot is. So I can show you. Wait, I have a deck also.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So these are set of cards. Okay, how do I show? Wait.
Bring it closer to the camera, probably.
This is how it looks. You also see
Oh yeah, nice.
random cards.
Okay,
Maybe I
these
can
are
show a
not.
few.
These
Not
are
the
not
play
basically
cards.
the deck of cards. Oh,
No.
acha. You do it with
Yeah.
deck of cards also, right?
Yes.
If I'm
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are just random ones. I think I'll show a very few of them so that you can see something more. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're random
Oh,
imagery.
nice.
Yeah, they look beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
So this is like the Rider-Waite tarot, which is like the original tarot cards that it's called. Again, a heads up, this is not what I use to read. Again, there's a reason behind all that. So yeah, the first is these are the tarot cards.
But
Each
do
card
you
will have-
read with this also? You know
I
how
did
to
try.
read with this also? Okay.
I'm not really using it, but I'm trying because I'm not able to give up this deck. Like not being able to read this deck makes me feel sad. So I still try to understand what it means. But mostly my go-to is the normal playing card deck, which is the normal
Okay.
52. What cards are they called? I don't know. They have
52
some.
playing cards.
Yeah, the playing cards. Yes.
How did you get into this though? Like what exactly
Get it?
brought you into this and how exactly which guhe you went to do this tapasya and also tell us more.
I went into the internet guhe to do this tapasya. Okay.
Okay.
So I think this is a time when I don't know. I think there was a little bit of difficulty with faith that I had. As in, so in between manifestation and God and stuff, I feel personally there is a difference between both of them. Where, like again, this is another podcast topic, but a brief thing that I felt was when it comes to God, it's like you're leaving the control to a higher being or whatever people believe in the higher being is. But when it comes to manifestation, it's like you are in control to actually get things to happen in your real life. So
No, I think you are pushing it to get it done by God
Yes.
only, no? Even here, yeah.
No,
But you
but
have
it's like
little
you
more
are the
control
person who,
compared.
it's like you thought bad, so it didn't happen. That's how the manifestation kind of talks about, which is not really true. But that is, I was in that phase where I was very confused. And I think, actually at that point, I was moving from actually believing in just manifestation to actually believing in God as a being. I think I keep fluctuating with my faith. I believe in God no matter what, but this is a difficult time. So I was like, I want a way to talk to God. Yeah, so I was like, how do I talk to God? Literally, I went and searched on Google saying, how do I do this? And it gave like, talk this
So
way.
you really searched like, how do I talk to God? Was that answer? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And does that actually give do tarot? Like,
No,
is that one of the
I was
search
like,
options?
it literally said, okay, talk as if he is your friend, that, this, and all it would say. But then I was like, okay, no other tools and stuff. And
Okay.
then it said, okay, there are certain, these come under witchy stuff. So for someone who listens to this, it might sound negative. I don't believe it is negative at all. But yeah, it kind of goes into the witchy kind of things.
Kaveri is my best friend.
Yeah, you should be scared.
Yeah.
You should be scared.
Okay.
But yeah, that time I came across so many tools. Like, this is not the only one. Like, if someone really wants to explore, like, these are called divination tools.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My next question was again that only.
yeah.
What exactly is divination tools and what are the different things which are there?
I think divination tools are nothing but tools you can use to talk to God or higher being or angels,
Sorry.
whatever you believe in. Something where because we do know there's some higher power. Even scientists believe there's some higher power, right? So that higher power. If you want a way to talk to them, it's called divination tools. And of course, you can't talk to them like how we are talking right now, right? So it's never so easy. So for that, like, one
No,
is,
but there is also possibility that with higher power, something else also can come in, right?
it's true. I think that's where the energies come into picture. And if you see, when you are in a very negative mindset and mood, if I do a reading, everything will be bad. If I'm in a good state, I'll
Okay.
actually get proper answers. So that's where the energy kind of things comes into play. That's why even I think simple thing, people will be like, why can't you do Ouija boards? Or the Ouija boards, whatever. I don't know.
No, but I think Kaveri has a beautiful story about that also of doing something and somebody saying, hi, how are you? How are you doing? And all, yeah. Okay, we'll not
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to
I
that
have
today.
my fair share of experiences there. Luckily, it was never something which would scar me or anything. But yeah, again, coming back to the tools, I think there's tarot, of course, one, and then there is dice divination, where you can roll a bunch of dice and each number that you get has a meaning. So that kind of goes into the numerology kind of things. Astrology is also one way, and there is numerology, of course, that is one more. And cartomancy is what I talk about. Cartomancy is nothing but with playing cards. I feel most connected to that for some reason. Like, I've tried all these other tools. Pendulum was another divination tool. Yeah, that is where I have my
Please,
experience.
what exactly is, oh, acha, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
No, we can't
So,
leave people hanging. We have to tell what exactly happened with the pendulum thing also.
yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
come back.
we'll
We'll come
come to
back.
that.
Yeah.
People, please
Hey,
wait.
it's
There
a
is a
scary
beautiful
story.
story which happened with the pendulum thing. Please wait till the end. Yeah.
Yes. So, I think, yeah, if I'm not wrong, these, as well as there are certain other crystals and stuff, are also used in some way. And there's that round ball crystal. I don't know much on all these, but these are few which I actually tried. Like pendulum, dice, playing cards, tarot, all these I have given a try, and I've fallen back to playing cards all the time. Yes.
So it's how many years have you been doing this? Like when did you exactly
Since
start to?
2024. So
Oh,
around,
what? You started card training also in 2024, is it?
yes, yes. Very recent,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Beginning, I think
Oh,
maybe
you're
first
not.
quarter.
No, you're not a old sage. You're a new sage, very new
Yeah, yeah.
sage.
Very new, very new. Budding artist.
So can you do your own reading, or do you do your own reading, or how exactly the process of reading happens? Can you give us a walkthrough of what exactly do you do?
Oh, walkthrough. Okay. So I'll be going with my playing cards. So the normal set of playing cards, but they have a bunch of words written on it for me to remember meanings, because I can't remember all of them. But basically, I shuffle them. I've learned the, like right now, when I just shuffled, one card fell out. So I didn't ask a question, but generally before I shuffle, I ask a question. And now that this came out, this is probably an answer to my question. So because I didn't ask, I don't have an answer to it. But each card has a meaning. I think this is just an example that I can show. Yeah, see, I've written down the meanings of what this card means, and in terms of timing, it has a meaning, which season, as well as whether it's a negative card or a positive card, whether it's related to love or career or money. Like every single card has a meaning associated with something. So you will be able to find
Can
out. Yeah, yeah.
Can you give little five examples of five set of cards? Like just, I think going through all would be a challenge. Take
Correct.
few five examples and give like maybe three positive and at least four positive and one negative
I
card
don't
of.
think I need to go in terms of specific cards because each specific card has like a specific meaning. But in general, if you really want to get into learning, right?
Yeah,
Basic
yeah. Tell
level.
us the overall
Yeah.
picture of what cards means. Yeah.
Okay, so simple thing with playing cards, we have four suits: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. So again, in that you can divide them into two categories. One is red cards and one is black cards. So anything which is a red is considered good. Anything which is black is considered bad. So
It's a little racist, but okay, let's continue. Yeah.
I didn't create it.
Why exactly is that like that? But
You
yeah,
exchange. You
I don't think
exchange
so.
and learn.
But that would work still.
Yes. I mean, it's, I think, mostly your belief. It will be tough for you to read yes in that case because you will have to be like, okay, hearts means this, but again, it could mean this. It's confusing for sure, but you can make your own meanings. Like, I have created my own deck, which is not yet printed, but I added a certain things which mean something to me and not really other people. So that's how oracle cards work. Like, oracle cards and tarot cards are used hand in hand. People create for themselves. So that is where again I can keep going on this but coming back to
Yeah, yeah. Back to cards.
meanings.
Back to cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So simple thing, if you ever want to get a yes or no reading, you can do that at home. Anyone can do that at home. Shuffle a deck of cards. You can decide how you want to do it, but I prefer, like, this is what I believe. I ask my question and then I shuffle the cards. I wait for a card to fall out. I don't really be like, okay, they usually fan the cards out and they pick one card. I don't do that because I feel like I am putting the control and I don't want to be the one controlling anything here. So I expect one card to fall out. And simple, if you have asked, is this going to happen or not, is a yes or no question. If a black card falls, it's a no. If a red card falls, it's a yes. Easiest way, anyone can do a reading for themselves anytime. But adding to that, don't do a reading for yourself. Why I say that is there's nothing wrong with it. But if it's like, I want something, like I want this podcast to, become famous in the next 1 week. Okay. And if I am in that thought process that, okay, it should become famous, and I shuffle the cards and I ask for a yes or no, my answer will be yes. Because I am leaning towards yes, my answer will be yes. So don't be attached to the outcome. So it's better someone else does it for you instead. The same thing which you would do for yourself. Excuse me.
Got it.
And at the same time, the four suits which I was mentioning, the hearts, simple, means love or lust. The spade cards are actually the worst in the entire suit, so I'll come to the last. But the next is the diamond cards. Diamonds are related to friendship as well as money. Sorry, not friendship, projects, career, and money. The club cards are related to friendship and any form of news or communication. And the last, spade cards, which is actually considered related to death or failure. It sounds very scary. It's not always the case. Again, there are so many nuances to it, but in a top-down view, this is what it means. And if you want to do a reading saying if things are going to get better, you are going through something in your life and you're like, I want to see if it is going to get better. Just shuffle, wait for the cards to fall out, put them like left to right, 3 cards, you pick them up and you place them. If it goes from black to red, that means it's going to get better. If it goes from red to black, things are going to get worse. If it's black, red, black, that means there is going to be a period where you'll be happy and things are going to get better, but it'll go towards the worst. So that's how you can know based on the color of the cards. You have so many ways to read. You don't need to know the meanings of any of the cards. You can just know through the colors. Easiest way.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the type of readings you do? Like you said, one is the yes and no thing, right? What else? What are the other things of readings you could do actually?
Oh, okay. So first is simple. We ask a question and you get an answer based on that. Not necessarily yes or no question, but you are like, okay, what about this in my life? or you're like, okay, tell me about my career or something like that, you tell, I can pick a set of cards and be like, there is a possibility that you had a breakup and that's why your career was affected. I'll be able to find out if that has happened in your life, because if I
Okay.
get a heart card and then a spade card next to it, I'll be like, okay, there was a heartbreak somewhere. So maybe that affected your career in some way. I'm just giving
So
this
that
as a
would be my
random
reading,
example.
people. My reading will be that. Fail, 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 and yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I still don't know how that comes so accurately. But there are so many readings which have come true in this scenario
Yeah,
also.
we'll
Yeah.
get, yeah.
I'm like, I am awestruck. I'm like, how is this coming true? Like, how is this real? But that's how you
Okay.
can be like, okay, one next to another, find the combination, meaning of that. That's how I get in terms of a specific question. Again, general
Okay.
reading we can do. Just be like, okay, give me a general reading for the next 1 month, and I could be like, okay, what could go well? Or I would be like, okay, let's check about your career and then love life, personal life, money, finance, whatever. So we could do separate like that. And the last would be timing based. So the timing is like, when is something going to happen? Again, that's something you can do at home as well. That is, shall I go through that? It's again very simple. Just shuffle the cards, decide you are a specific card. Like usually we have the king, queen, jack, right? You can choose yourself to be one of them. This is how I do it. So I'm telling, again, people say different ways. But if you decide you are king of diamonds, example, you light the card, you're king of diamonds. So shuffle the deck and then start placing the cards like you just be like 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 4 months of 4 weeks of a single month. So these were the 4 cards I got, and there is no king of diamonds in this. So keep doing this till you get it, and then count the number of weeks that has gone through to actually come to the
Got
weeks
it.
that it
Got
has.
it. Got
But again, before that, ask, is it within this year or in the next year? Or because it could just show
it. Yeah.
generally, even if it is not in that year. Again, it's not
See,
100%, but yeah.
you could learn and do it, but why you want to learn? We have an expert. Come to
Ah,
our podcast. We will do a live reading of
yeah,
people. Yeah,
actually, that'll
we'll
be
make an
fun.
episode out of it.
Yes.
That's why we will get at least 1 subscriber. My initially I was telling 5 subscribers. Now I am
One.
realistic. One subscriber is also good enough. We are very
Yes.
simplistic
Yes.
people. So now getting to the juicy part of it.
Yes.
What are the readings which have turned nice? What are the readings which did not go well? And the most amazing pendulum story.
Okay. Okay. I'll start with some chill, dumb readings also, which have come true. First is, this was, we were going on a trip actually. Me, my parents, we were going on a trip from Mysore, and we had left Ginger in a boarding in Bangalore. So we wanted to leave, but he was a little scared. When like they sent pictures when he's basically, it's like a kennel for cats. I think if people don't
Yeah, yeah.
know.
I think for the
Yeah.
people who are not sure who is
Yes.
Ginger, it's a cat.
It's my cat.
We'll put
Yes.
a picture of him. Yeah. We'll put a
Yeah.
picture of him.
Yeah, so we had dropped him there, and he was kind of scared based on all the videos we saw. And then we called that lady up. She's like, he's okay. But there's something, we are like, should we go? Should we not go? And I was like, I did a reading saying, should we go? Will we go? That kind of a question I asked, because I was very new to this at that point. So I did I shuffled the cards and I was like, should we go or are we going to go or something like that? And every single time, 2 cards fell out, 1 red and 1 black. Every single time. I did that like 3 or 4 times if I'm not wrong. All the time 2 cards fell, 1 was black, 1 was white. So it basically means a maybe. And I told my mom also was like, you check. And I told her every time it came, maybe, I don't know. So then we left. We are like, okay, we'll see. We'll go. And I didn't ask anything related to Ginger in this point. Okay. So we went to Ooty. We were going to Ooty, by the way. So we went there. And we realized for us to go to the hotel that we want to go to, like first hotel which we had booked was in a very horrible condition. It was not noticeable in any of the pictures, so we cancelled that. We wanted to go to some other hotel, but all the roads are blocked because of some election campaign or something was happening. All the roads, you can't go to any place in Ooty. So we stood in one corner in that city. We even have the police, they're like, you can't go. So we stood in one corner, we are like, what to do? Then we are like, okay, we'll leave. What is the point? So then my mom was like, you got a maybe about, whether to go or not. That basically means maybe, like, it's because we'll not be able to stay in Ooty. That's how, because I was like, should we go to Ooty? That kind of a question. And she's like, see, it came true. So that was the first ever experience where something came true as such. This was a dumb one, but it was nice. It was like something could happen with this, is what I felt. After that, I think recently, one of my friend, he was looking for a job, and he asked me when will I get it. And I did a reading. Honestly, I don't remember what answer I gave, but I did a reading here when he had come over. I gave the reading, and I told so and so week you might get around this time. And he got the job in the same time. Just the thing is, his offer letter was delayed, but he actually got the same his job at
In
that
the same week?
yeah, approximately the same week.
Oh
Yes.
my God. We should make money out of this, Cauvery. I don't think so. Podcast will give us money, but I think at least maybe with this we'll make out some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's interesting. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that
good.
was.
Yeah. That's
But
pretty
this
cool.
was again one story was related to these tarot cards and not the cartomancy playing cards. Was it was a very dumb thing. I keep falling back to this tarot cards because I'll be like, hey, I don't want to give up on learning them. So one day I was
Now,
just
is there a reason why you have given up on that? Like, is there a
yes.
reason why you don't want to read that?
It's no, as in, so simple thing I felt is these tarot cards are more of like intuitively you have to feel something to be able to give an answer, which is not really something everyone can do. And I don't think I will be able to believe my intuition. So with
Okay.
playing cards, it feels like okay,
It
there's an
kind of
answer there.
feels there is some logic behind what you
Yes.
are doing also with the playing
Yes.
cards. Oh,
And
got
it,
it, got it.
it feels like it makes sense to me. Also, it's like I don't feel like I'm randomly telling some stories and I'm telling people to believe it. Here, something is written on each card. That's what it means. I tell, and people can decide whether to believe or not.
Yeah,
So that's where I switched.
got it.
Yeah, but when I was switching, just shuffling these cards, randomly in my mind, I thought, hey, if this card fell out, like I don't want to mention what I was really asking and all of that. But I was like, okay, make this card fall if this is something which might happen or this something like that. I asked, okay, and that card fell. Believe it or not, that specific card out of
You
78
got to
cards.
tell what exactly you were asking.
Sorry, I
You got to
can't.
tell. We are unfiltered channel, Cauvery.
Little personal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. We
yeah.
will know soon. Whatever it was, we will know soon. Yeah.
Okay. So that was related to this, but
Any
I think
bad readings? Any
yes,
scary?
yeah, there was a
Yeah.
bad reading which happened, and so again I was really new, and any reading I give, I don't filter my readings. I am like, if something bad is going to happen, I say something bad is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Because what I believe is, if I tell you something bad is going to happen, there is a way that you can try and prevent it or save yourself from it. So I am not like, oh, everything good will happen, because what's the point in going to a reader like that, right? So I did a reading to one of my other friend, and so there were two things. One was related to like he was going through a breakup, and I told by so and so time you will be over her and all of that, and that happened. That came true, which is not really a negative reading. But after that is where I gave another reading to him, and I got so many spade cards in that reading. And that's a very scary reading, actually. Like, if there are only spade cards, it's considered to be really negative. And I think before we post this, let me ask him once about this story. But he
No,
ended up telling.
we are not mentioning any names. Like, let's
Yes,
not
yeah.
mention names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ended up telling me, like after this reading, I said, please be careful. I am not the best reader to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but something is going to lead towards like a deathbed or something like that. And it was a very scary reading for me to give as well, but I didn't want to filter it out either. So then he had a negative course of events where his father was on ventilator for a few days, and luckily he's fine. But after that, he met with an accident, my friend also, and he was hospitalized for a few days. And yeah, that was really scary. And I gave up reading for quite some time after that. I think a few months I
Yeah,
didn't.
that could actually shook up anybody, right?
Yeah,
Like, you are.
yeah,
It's also,
it was
see, I
negative.
think reading this also, it's not something a gift all the time. So it could
Yeah,
also
yeah.
be like, oh,
Anything.
you are
Yeah.
gonna know something which ideally you would not want to know in general scenario, right?
Yes. That's why I kind of feel anyone, if you ever want to get readings from people, don't ask a general reading. Ask a question to the answer that you're okay with. Like, you
Yeah.
ask like a
So
love reading or whatever. Yeah.
something you
Be
ask
prepared for
which
both.
yes or no
Yes.
should will not bother you so much.
Yes.
Like, you
Yeah.
can go for something, or else
No,
wait
even
it out. In future, it will happen.
yeah, no, also if it's like you've been like for example a job or something, you're like, will I get a job or something? Even a no will not really affect your life. it'll make you sad, but this is not like, after one point I was like, did I cause this? That's kind of a thought that came to me. I was like, no, but still, it was a very scary reading. I think that made me take a break for 2 to 3 months.
So I also have gotten a reading about something for myself. She has given, I think the timeline is approaching, but my willpower is so strong. It is fighting against it. I don't
No,
think
no, my
so. This
reading
would be
came
one
wrong
of,
for myself. So,
so one of the readings is might be something where I think your
oh
reading will
yeah,
fail against my willpower.
yeah,
So now the most awaited, the most beautiful, the super duper climatic story. The pendulum story, when she told for the first time, I little freaked out. I stay alone and all. So
yeah.
yeah. Please.
Yeah. So I was new to again all the divination things, and I was not learning these cards yet. I think at that point, so I created my own pendulum with like a bead, and then attached a string to it and stuff, which was actually really nice if you talk in terms of a way to read, because it simply means, you ask it a yes or a no, it will move in one direction, that will be a yes, and the other direction would be a no. Like, you can easily ask the pendulum, show me a yes and show me a no.
No, but in a run, it will go both sides. No.
Yeah, that's what. So left and right will be a yes or a no. Top and bottom, this front and back will be another yes or like yes or no. That way, those two directions. And
Okay.
sometimes for
Okay.
some people it'll just rotate in the direction, in like anti-clockwise direction as a no, clockwise as a yes. So each person it changes. But
So I think this is heavily driven with intuition also. What you feel, what you understand, what you read about the things. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
this actually closely relates to Ouija boards and stuff. But I'm too scared to touch a Ouija board.
Yes, please. Thank God. Don't touch
Yeah.
them and all.
No.
Yeah.
So I started this reading, and there were so many other initial readings where I was talking to my spirit guides and all. I asked their names. I was like, how old are you? It gave me answers. Even I had that pendulum board. You get them online also, where it's just a semicircle with
She
8 is
believes in
there.
all these things and all. Yeah. I am
Huh?
not that much of a believer, but I they believe whatever I take. Spirit angels and all. It seems. Who want to talk to them?
Yeah, so it's like a semicircle with ABCD, okay. And when you hold it in one center of that semicircle, it'll like, you can ask what is the next letter, and it'll actually start moving in that specific letter direction. So that's how I came to know the person's name, like spirit guide and all of that, how old they are, all of those things I asked. But then there was one day where I was sitting in my room here only. And I think this was kept differently. I was sitting in one place, and I was like, I was talking to my angel, spirit guide, whatever you people want to call it. I call them my like spirit guide as such. So I asked, I was like, are you here with me? And it said yes. And I was like, oh, are you in the room with me? It said yes. And oh, even before that, there was one more reading where I just introduced the spirit guides to myself. I was like, are you with me? And it said yes. I was like, are you standing next to me? It said no. And then I was like, are you behind me? It said yes. There was one reading which happened like that. But then the next reading was
What do you want to know? Talking to the spirit guide. What exactly is a spirit guide? Why are you talking to random people?
spirit guide is someone who is supposed to guide you in your life, and they are protectors of you.
I
That's
will
what.
do outside. Why you want some non? Okay.
Yeah, so okay. Then I asked that, and it said, I'm in the room with you. So I was like, Ginger was sitting in that corner of the bed, okay. So I asked him, I asked the pendulum, I was like, are you sitting near Ginger? And it said no. So then I asked, are you near the dressing table? It said yes. And there was a paper there. I don't know with what guts I asked. I was like, can you move things in reality? And it said yes. Okay, and then I don't know, there was at this point I was kind of feeling weird vibes. Okay, so then I asked one last
At
question.
this point, you felt weird. At this point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then there was a paper there. I was like, can you actually move it? It said yes. And then I waited for it to move. Thank God it didn't. Okay. Then I was like, are you gone? It said no. Then I literally was like, are you really my spirit guide? It said no. And then I was like, are you evil or good? It's I was like, are you evil? It said yes. And then I was like, I do not want to talk to you. And then I stopped using my
Oh, it's like,
pendulum.
oh, hello. No, not anyone. Disconnect, huh?
No, that's how it works, right? Because they believe in consent. See, negative or good beings, they believe in consent. Okay.
Oh, they're not like humans, huh?
No.
Okay. So, okay, saying all this, it's all belief to belief. We are not
Yes.
spreading this and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's
You want
all
to
belief.
believe,
It's
you do
all
it.
what you believe, what she believes. I also don't believe certain things. I believe certain things, but it's all
Yes.
people's to people belief. But yeah, she's talking to random people and all, calling random people to the rooms and all. I don't know.
That sounded so wrong.
Yeah, my goal is achieved then. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah. that was that was tarot. That was cartomancy. Playing card
yes,
games. Yes.
yes. So if you find that interesting, are you also into certain similar things where you do certain things, and if it is something is your vibe, please, as usual, please let us know.
And if you
Please do
have
subscribe
gotten
to us.
readings, please tell me. I want to listen to those readings,
Yeah,
like whether they came true, they didn't come true, whatever. Like
yeah,
you don't believe me, also write, please, in the comments.
yeah. You tell, hey, that is not true. It's okay. You
Yeah,
write it in the
yeah.
comment section, so we are okay with that. So
You're
that's
open
our
to
belief,
everything.
and yeah, yeah. So that was it.
Yes.
Until next time.
Bye bye.